we're back.
Hey, Michelle, welcome. How are you today?
We are so good. Ready for the 12th episode of Hot Eats. My crew is ready. We've already brought them all, and we're hungry, so you better be ready for this.
Well, we're fired up, ready for you guys.
Awesome. We talked about the chicken fried steak. Now today we're gonna bring it all home with an appetizer and the sides, and we also have the dessert, of course, the iconic, historic dessert. So I can't wait to talk to you more about that.
Well, we're excited to have y'all. Come on.
Let's go. You guys ready? Yeah. Let's do this. And we are back in the Wunsche Brothers kitchen. Chef Luis in the house, and we've got Firefighter Sterling helping us out as your sous chef today.
Okay.
And we talked about the chicken fried steak, we talked about the sides, but now we're going to complete the meal. No meal is complete without a really good appetizer and a dessert, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Right now, we're gonna start by making the batter for the sauerkraut balls. First, we're gonna have some water. Then we're gonna add beer.
Yeah.
I know it sounds, but we use beer in our batter.
Like dark or light or what?
It's a light beer.
So is this like a historic recipe that they've been using, you know, since they first?
Yes, we'll be using the recipe. So, sugar, salt, and 2 eggs, just to kind of combine everything together. So, what do we do now? Is just we're going to mix everything in. All right. Once it's mixed in, we're gonna put our flour. It's an all-purpose flour.
Trying to get like a mild to thick consistency?
Correct. That's correct.
Do you make anything like this at home or at the station?
Nah, I can't say that I have. Adams, he's the appetizer guy, so you know I love to watch, but you don't want me messing with it too much. I'm the tester.
Quality control.
Once our batter's nice and mixed, now we're gonna move on to prep our actual sauerkraut balls. Okay. We're gonna start by putting our eggs in here, onions, sauerkraut, yes, cheese, and pork sausage. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just make sure we mix all this in, and we're gonna put our breadcrumbs at the very end. We use panko for it.
Oh, the art looks amazing.
No, it is.
You know, you got the best things that we love. Cheese,
Yeah, exactly.
sausage. Those are good things, you know.
Are you a big fan of sauerkraut? I know it's kind of grows on people, or you know, it's either yay or nay.
I like sauerkraut.
Oh, yeah,
Personally, I do love
That's what I
sauerkraut.
said. I love it.
It's, you know, believe it or not, this is one of the, you know, appetizers we sell. It's very popular. You got all this mixing together. See how everything's blending in.
You make it look so easy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can totally do this at home.
Correct. Anybody can do this at home. This is very easy, simple, something good, something different that you can do at home. Correct. We're gonna add our breadcrumbs. Sterling here's gonna do for us. Just grab a scoop. You're gonna fill up your scoop and just kind of, you know, with your hand, make sure it's nice and tight, and then we roll it in there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be ready.
So I'm just gonna scoop.
Yes, sir.
Bam.
There you go. You seem like a professional doing this.
Nah, I wouldn't say professional, but I can figure it out. So in there, and then bam. Then just roll it.
We're just gonna roll them.
Now those firefighting skills, they will transfer over to the kitchen nicely, okay? There's no challenge that he can't take on. He's a problem solver. He can figure this out, for sure.
So we're gonna do a couple of them so we can try them.
Sounds good.
This it's meant to be a shareable appetizer. So, you know, big group of people, you know, can all enjoy it.
That's perfect. My son's birthday, like yours, on the 19th. This might be perfect little appetizer I can do.
Right? Something you can do at home.
Yes, sir. Like, look, don't ask me to make anything else. This is it.
We can always show you a few more tricks, you know, and then.
Well, look, if you're willing to teach, I'm willing to learn.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
Hot Eats will be back in 1 minute.
At Ally Medical ER, our goal is to provide immediate emergency care in a safe and stress-free environment. My name is Dr. Travis Sims, and alongside our team of medical professionals, we are all experts in emergency care. We are a locally owned and fully resourced emergency department that can provide on-site testing and imaging for quick and accurate diagnoses. When you or a loved one has a medical emergency and need compassionate care with little to no wait, we can provide that 24/7. Ally Medical ER, we will get you feeling better, faster.
Welcome to 103 Midway in Old Town Spring, better known as Wunsche Brothers Cafe and Saloon.
Some of our items have been on the menu over 40 years. There's salted sauerkraut balls, which we make from scratch, and also our homemade beer bread. Our menu's comfort food, we're a scratch kitchen. We make, even for our whiskey cake, we make the chocolate icing for it in-house, we make the whipped cream, we make the caramel sauce. It's all made fresh in-house.
So the next step of this is taking the rolls. We're gonna dip them in the pre-made batter they made earlier.
Yes, sir.
As soon as you dip it, carefully bring it over to the frying pan. Drop it nice and slow. Be careful not to burn yourself. You gotta remember, if you're frying at home, you wanna make sure that you have a cover or precautionary steps in place should it catch on fire. If it does catch on fire, please remember, step away, call 911, and firefighters will be at your service. So with the safety tips out of the way, let's get these sauerkraut balls rolling.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. And Chef Luis, what are we looking for as far as how do you know when they're done, or is there a...
Pretty much everything that you fried would hit the surface. One is done. Also, coloring on the food. That's another thing that you will know when it's done.
Still looking for that golden crispy
color. It's gonna shake the basket a little bit because you gotta remember it's a beer batter, so it tends to stick on the basket. So every now and then just kind of give a little shake. And looks like we're looking good.
Yeah. Here they come. Wow, those look amazing.
Nice, really brown sauerkraut balls.
I think we're gonna be fighting over those in just a minute. Well, those look so good, Chef Luis. While they cool off, because we are going to try them in a minute, we're gonna head outside. I know your brand new truck is here, Truck 71. So I think you're gonna go out, we're gonna get a tour of that and see what you guys are rolling around town in.
I love it, so I'm sure everybody else will.
All right, cool.
All right.
Stick around.
At Ally Medical ER, our goal is to provide immediate emergency care in a safe and stress-free environment. My name is Dr. Travis Sims, and alongside our team of medical professionals, we are all experts in emergency care. We are a locally owned and fully resourced emergency department that can provide on-site testing and imaging for quick and accurate diagnoses. When you or a loved one has a medical emergency and need compassionate care with little to no wait, we can provide that 24/7. Ally Medical ER, we will get you feeling better, faster.
Taking a break from the kitchen for a minute. You might hear the train in the background. That could only mean one thing. We are in Old Town Spring, right in the heart of it all. And right now we want to introduce you to 71's brand new truck. It is amazing. And to do that, where are we going to start?
So this is our new rescue truck. It is for our rescue team. The rescue team's about 4 years old. This truck's only been in service about 6 months. Covers the 8 different disciplines that we handle, and it's been a blessing over the past couple months.
So what exactly is Heavy Rescue called to?
So on top of fire suppression capabilities like any fire department, we also do high angle rope, confined space, trench rescue, structural collapse, elevator rescue, and other small sorted rescues that most fire departments can't handle.
And what is the biggest difference between this truck and some of the other trucks that we're used to seeing?
So this doesn't have a fire pump, doesn't have any water, almost has any ladders at all. It's only rescue tools. It's one big toolbox is what we call it.
So where would most people see this one?
This is right outside Old Town Spring off Louetta. This actually covers the Old Town Spring area. That's why our motto is holding down Old Town.
Yeah, notice the new logo. It looks sharp. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the logo was designed by all three shifts roughly about 6 months ago. It's actually based upon the lion, which is the high school mascot in the area. So we tried to bring the whole community aspect together.
And as the apparatus operator, what's it like to drive? This thing's a monster.
So it's definitely a little different. Difference between this truck and our other trucks that are this length is we have rear steer capability. So as I turn the wheel to the left, not only will the front wheels turn, but the rear wheels turn also.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little different because now the tail swings out a little bit more.
Okay.
And so we have to watch as we turn, we don't hit cars, we don't hit other objects. So you have to be a little bit more aware and a little more trained to drive.
Well, and I'm sure it's tedious through Old Town Spring when you have a busy Saturday and the streets are clogged with people and cars, and you got to really know what you're doing. Yeah. I'm glad we've got you behind the wheel. Let's climb inside, and can you give me a look around in there?
Well, back here we have our rear-facing seats offer our air packs. So this way, if we're going to a fire or anything that involves us having to breathe air, we do offer this air packs for the guys. Our front-facing seats, so they don't have to sit here and bounce on the air packs all day. It's a little bit more comfortable, gives them a little bit more room. We also carry additional radios, a little different than what we normally use, so that way we can fit them in our rescue harnesses, a little bit easier to talk on, and that way we can carry them and use them in different situations. We carry enough space so guys can carry. We have a lot of equipment we carry between harnesses, our swift water flotation devices, helmets, so that gives us some more capabilities of being able to stow equipment elsewhere, and that way we're not crowded inside the cab.
Awesome, thank you. And we're back in the Wunsche Brothers kitchen. Chef Luis has been so gracious to show us all of his secrets, all the secret recipes, and Firefighter Lewis is joining us to do the one and only whiskey cake. So we're gonna get to know all of the ingredients and learn a little bit more, so stay tuned while it's baking. We're gonna learn the history of the whiskey cake, dates all the way back to Prohibition, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned for that. All right, you two take it away. Let's see what you got in store.
Okay, so we got all our ingredients here for a whiskey cake. Salt, milk, whiskey, of course, vanilla extract, brown sugar, butter, coffee, dark chocolate, dates. We have a cocoa powder and flour. So we're gonna start by combine all these ingredients here on our pot. So you mind helping me, please, with that?
Yes, sir.
So all this goes in the pot,
Okay.
which then we're gonna take it to the fire. So let's go ahead and put it, mix it.
Start jumping?
Yeah, we just mix everything in.
Awesome.
What kind of whiskey do we have?
This is our house brand, or Wells whiskey. When you're baking bacon, when you're cooking in general, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter about the brand of the whiskey, but also you got to keep in mind that all the alcohols won't burn away, and so sometimes it's not worth to put like a real expensive bottle of whiskey on something. So in this case, we use our Wells whiskey.
Sure.
We're gonna take this pot to our burner. The purpose
leave that there?
No, we're gonna leave this dish.
All right.
The purpose of that is just to make sure everything combines. You want to just have it warm. We don't want it boil or anything like that. So let's go ahead and put it on the fire. Now we're gonna leave it there for a few seconds, maybe like a minute, and then we're gonna come back and mix out our flour and stuff, and then we're gonna check on it. Again, we just want to make sure this gets warm, the butter melts, everything, all the ingredients combined, and we go from there. Okay.
All right.
Let's go back to our station. We're just gonna let that on the fire for maybe a minute or so. We just want it warm, want to make the butter melt, and then combine all the ingredients. At this point, what we need to do is have our flour, cocoa, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Put them all together. We're gonna mix them in.
Chef Luis, is this your most popular dessert?
This is the most popular dessert that we have here in Wunsche. We are known for that. As a matter of fact, we got a couple that getting married here soon, and they requested for us to make them a cake. So
What a great idea.
that's a great idea.
Well, I know when you come here to dine, it's a head turner. I mean, when someone orders it, you're like, what is that? I need to order one of those.
So now we mix our flour, cocoa, and then salt, baking soda, baking powder. We also have over here eggs. Then we're gonna whip. And so we're getting ready for liquid. What's gonna happen is once the liquid it's warm, we're gonna bring the liquid over and pour it into the flour. We're gonna mix everything in, make sure everything's mixed together. Once that's done, we're gonna put our whipped eggs into the mix. And we're gonna constantly whip, move it with the whisk. That way the eggs doesn't cook. Otherwise they'll get lumpy, they will not. So this step's ready. Our final step would be your pan with some parchment paper underneath. We use some vegetable spray, so the non-stick spray underneath. And then we're gonna take our dates and we're just gonna sprinkle on the bottom of the pan.
What are those again?
Dates.
Dates?
Dates. So here, you have your liquids going over there. You have your pan over here.
Like dates?
Never had one.
Dude, try one. Ask her if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you can.
Oh my gosh, they're the best. Put some peanut butter in there. They're awesome. Like the best little sweet toothpicks.
Okay.
Like a giant raisin.
Okay. Now we're ready. We have our gloves so we can carry our pot. Again, I know you are better than me on safety, but those are the things that we use in the kitchen. So you can burn yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you want to put them on, so we can get our liquids. Let's go check on it. At this point, our butter is still if you can see, the butter's not melt all the way yet. So we have a few more seconds. We can go ahead and just mix it in, make sure help the butter to dissolve a lot faster. It's getting to that point, so we can go ahead and cut our fire. That way we don't boil or mix. Again, we don't want to mix. We don't want to boil it. We just want to make sure it's warm. Everything is dissolved. We got sugar, you got chocolate, you got butter. Everything has to be dissolved in order for us to mix everything nice and get nice and smooth. Okay, perfect. It's ready.
All right.
You want? This way. Slowly over here, and we're gonna start mixing everything in.
All right. Let's get that over.
You gotta make sure all the flour's mixed in. It has to be a really nice, smooth liquid.
So unbelievable.
Smells delicious.
Just eat that like a sweet.
Oh yeah, you can pour that on some ice cream.
Yeah. Just like.
Put it on some vanilla ice cream.
Right?
Yes, now we're talking.
The last part. So these are eggs mixing really well. So what I'll do is just fold these eggs in. As you can see, our mixes start getting a little thicker. This consistency you want. All right, here we go. See, this is what you need looking for. Nice, smooth liquid, no lumps in it. Once it's ready,
You better get ready. You're gonna get requests for this
go ahead
now.
and transfer these.
Tasting.
Transfer this to our pan. Okay, so we're just gonna transfer this to our pan. I normally just go back, and forward on it just because you've got dates and you wanna make sure it's even, but the liquid it's not that thick, so it would spread evenly on your pan. At this point, just grab a rubber spatula.
I honestly thought this was gonna be way more complicated. This is.
It's fairly simple. It's something, again, we're just trying to make it simple for.
I mean, when you taste it and you taste all those flavors that you think, I could never do something like this. That's pretty cool.
So, all right, this is ready to go in the oven. We already have our oven set up at 300 degrees. This goes in the oven for 47 minutes, 300. Okay, well, let's put this in the oven. So we're gonna put it in the oven. Again, it's set up at 300 degrees. Just gonna set it in the middle rack. And then just before, you walk away, you just wanna make sure that oven is at 300 degrees. And we're gonna give this oven a 47-minute timer. So we're gonna set our timer and we can continue doing our other things we need to do.
Yeah. In the meantime, as if we didn't appreciate this cake enough, once you learn the history of it, you're going to appreciate it even more. You're going to love this story, and we're going to tell that to you next.
At Ally Medical ER, our goal is to provide immediate emergency care in a safe and stress-free environment. My name is Dr. Travis Sims, and alongside our team of medical professionals, we are all experts in emergency care. We are a locally owned and fully resourced emergency department that can provide on-site testing and imaging for quick and accurate diagnoses. When you or a loved one has a medical emergency and need compassionate care with little to no wait, we can provide that 24/7. Ally Medical ER, we will get you feeling better, faster.
Welcome to 103 Midway in Old Town Spring, better known as Wunsche Brothers Cafe and Saloon.
Some of our items have been on the menu over 40 years. There's sausage sauerkraut balls, which we make from scratch, and also our homemade beer bread. Our menu's comfort food. We're a scratch kitchen. We make, even for our whiskey cake, we make the chocolate icing for it in-house. We make the whipped cream. We make the caramel sauce. It's all made fresh in-house.
All of Old Town Spring is full of history, but especially here at the legendary Wunsche Brothers Cafe. We're going to learn more about the history of this restaurant upstairs. Come with us.
Good afternoon. My name is Eddie Stark. I'm one of the managers here at Wunsche Brothers in Old Town Spring. Welcome. I want to give you a brief tour of our upstairs and tell you some folklore and history of the building. So follow me this way. This years back in 1902 when the building actually opened, downstairs was a general store and the back part was a saloon, and upstairs was also hotel rooms. Now, new ownership, they did the remodeling, made the place look very nice, modernized it. Now we have event rooms for your events. We've had weddings, baby showers, bachelor party, bachelorette parties, high school reunions, etc. So use your imagination. These rooms are available for pretty much anything that you need to book your special events. This sofa here was on Lyle Lovett's one of his albums. He's sitting on the corner of it. Room here to my right, your left, is Charlie, which the legend of Charlie Wunsche, one of the sons. This is his room he stayed in. This is the room that's legend to be haunted from his spirit, Charlie's ghost. I've had servers have seen images of Charlie, images of women or children, different things from the legends of the building being haunted. This is our adult lounge upstairs that we have open Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. This is a beautiful watercolor drawing that a local artist did back in 1996 and donated to us. How the building looked back in those times, back when it was Spring Cafe. Spring Cafe's motto then was known to have the worst service and the best hamburgers. Story are that the engineers from the trains would slow the trains down to a crawl. The guys would jump off the trains, run up here, order hamburgers, run back, get up on the train, and take off. The burgers were been told that good. As you look around, you'll see how they really made the place beautiful when they did the remodel. This is all new. Our adult lounge overlooks Midway and Old Town Spring. So back the night before Prohibition started, they had a big party up here trying to drink up the liquor and beer that they had. So the guys in the kitchen were trying to also help drink the whiskey. So what they did was they started pouring whiskey into the chocolate cake they made, and that's where the chocolate whiskey cake came from. It's very popular. Here we make everything from scratch. They make the cake from scratch, the whipped cream we make from scratch, the caramel sauce and the chocolate caramel sauce are all made from scratch in our kitchen. So when we say our chocolate whiskey cake is handmade and made from scratch, it is.
Here, bring them on in, roll it on down. We've got our appetizer and our dessert you guys worked so hard on. I'll start, bring it right here. I know everyone's gonna be all shy. Not here. Okay, what kind of sauce do you have? Hold on, we didn't talk about the sauce yet.
We haven't talked about the sauce. It's Chipotle Ranch.
Ooh, okay.
The sauce.
Please don't make me eat by myself. No, that would just be rude.
All right, now you're waiting for Michelle. Mm-hmm. Their world famous whiskey cake.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing.
Very nice.
Chef Louise, what did you do on top? You got pecans and caramel and...
Yes.
Okay.
Explain that to you real quick. So we got caramel sauce on the bottom of the plate with a little bit
wow.
on top of the whiskey cake. We also have white chocolate sauce. A little bit of roasted walnuts on top. And cream, whipped cream. So.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Real good, yeah. Okay.
Wow. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode here at Wunsche Brothers. This was our 12th episode, you guys. I can't believe it. We will be back in the fall with more episodes and some more fun with these guys. Thank you all for joining us. And thank you guys for being so gracious and letting us come take over the kitchen. We'll see you next time.